Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
On the visitor's sideline, Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell. His guys still looking for that first win, 0-4 to start the year. Across from him, Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski. His guys the designated home team here in the English capital. Charles Davis ready for another installment of the NFL International Series. And we are underway from North London. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
And he's got the hook up to Moore.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Here's McCarthy.
Escapes the defender.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45.
The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now McCarthy. That's to the sideline and incomplete. We look at this Browns defense.
This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, is number 27 in the NFL.
They're the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you have to say that they've underachieved.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
DeAndre Carter back deep. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. And at quarterback, a longtime signal caller in the National Football League, former Super Bowl MVP Joe Flacco.
And what a marvel Joe Flacco is. Continues to be a reliable quarterback into his 40s. And we say it all the time. He came up with his couch and made a team better. Guess what? He's doing it again. And now has a chance to not only be good on the field, but also be one of the great mentors in a quarterback room.
They fake the handoff. Now back on the pass. Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up 3rd down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football, and they'll have a better chance to win again this week.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
26 yards. That's good for a Browns. First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. Open man, that's Tillman. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. Flacco looks to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Passing play. Flacco. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Hopkins' kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
The Vikings, first down.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
13 more yards. That's another Vikings first down.
On play action, McCarthy. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's another Vikings first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 17 carries, 133 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 9. Again, no, bottled up. It's out, it's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40.
To pass, Flacco.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here's Corey Bojorquez to punt this thing away.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. To the air with McCarthy. That's down the field for Jefferson.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now.
So here are the Browns to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together.
Flacco. Got a man, that's Hunter.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
This is Ford.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
And 3.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They run with Ford.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
9 yards that time.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Operating off play action. Flacco. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Javon Hargrave in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Flacco. And that'll be incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll pass the 30 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
McCarthy off the play fake. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come to another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And this one not going anywhere. They give it the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Jordan Birch in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
A carry here for Trevion Henderson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Now Flacco. He completes it to Hunter. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And Flacco keeps it himself.
And he is going to have the Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On the ground, it's Ford.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Blake Cashman on the tackle. A gain of a yard.
Flacco.
Throw right side, pulled in by Hunter.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Setting up to throw, Flacco.
That's caught left side by Judy. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
At the 49-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Ford. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 9.
At the Vikings 48-yard line.
From the gun again to Henderson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 3rd down, Flacco from the gun. That's caught inside the 20. And they have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll run on 1st down. Ford. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll check this down to Henderson out of the backfield.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
Now it's Flacco. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. On play action, now McCarthy. On the comeback route, he's got Jefferson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And the Vikings.
More the motion man.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
An inside give to Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Throwing is McCarthy. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. Here's 3rd and 7. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And here's Ryan right now,
as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Another opportunity now for the Browns offense.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They run 2 plays and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Flacco.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. That is incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Coverage by Byron Murphy.
Here's Flacco.
They set up the screen for Henderson.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Flacco will take to the air again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another Browns first down.
They'll look to throw again. He gets this one to Johnson. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and a couple.
Flacco looks to throw.
That'll be complete to Henderson.
And it'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
This taken in at the goal line. So these two teams off to their locker rooms for intermission, and that means we go to Orlando. Here's Scott Hansen with our halftime report.
Our
Scott?
look around the NFL starts now. We begin at Highmark Stadium. It's the Bills at home to take on the Patriots in the AFC East. And it's the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Bills move to 4-1, looking good as they get the win here. From there, we go to SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Let's check in on the Chargers at home to take on Washington. And it's the new signee from Pittsburgh, Najee Harris. He'll find an opening and take it in, a 6-yard rushing touchdown. Lastly, let's go out to the desert, Glendale, Arizona. The Cardinals taking on the Tennessee Titans.
As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. They juked him, and he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Flacco from the gun. Throw out wide is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To pass, Flacco. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Just a 1-yard return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now McCarthy. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. To the air with McCarthy. And he will slide to
a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
And the Vikings, first down.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
On play action, McCarthy.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Here's McCarthy.
Nifty move. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Over the middle, complete to Addison. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
10 more yards. Complete to Jordan Addison.
Up the middle, Jones. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Addison hauls it in.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
McCarthy off the play fake.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
The Vikings.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Off the bootleg, here's McCarthy.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now.
3rd and 4.
16 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Justin Jefferson.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings moving away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Again, they turn to Ford.
Shifts by him as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39.
54 yards rushing for him now to this point. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
2nd and a yard.
Henderson running straight ahead. And he'll get it down to the plane of the 37. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
A break from the ground game here. Flacco. get there and bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Play action. Flacco. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Sets up a third down and 18.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll swing this out to Henderson. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 20. That's another Browns.
Up the middle they go.
It's 4th. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Throw left side complete. That's Henderson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
A gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, 4. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerome Ford, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Browns will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
26 yards. And the Vikings first down.
On the counter, here's Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, They stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
The Vikings on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. The Browns offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
Bourley, Flacco. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Javon Hargrave. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here's Flacco.
Open man, it's Hunter.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
From the gun, Flacco. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Oh, he shifts past him.
Well, a nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
They'll go with Jones. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Addison will go in motion left.
They'll go again to Jones.
Oh, a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Give to Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing is McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That's another Vikings.
Here's a give to Jones running left. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
And back there to stop him on a great effort was Martin Emerson.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Back to throw. McCarthy. Quick slant. Caught by Moore.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun. McCarthy. Touchdown!
Jordan Addison.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered on the first step in their comeback attempt.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Vikings 14.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Browns offense trotting back onto the field.
And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 25.
Flacco.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they can catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass.
Well, hang on now, we're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Ford. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Flacco.
A window closed up there, and it's behind him and incomplete.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 2, a little under 2.5 to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 12 yards.
He's back to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
A gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll look to throw.
37-yard line.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4. he's got a man complete.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The give is to Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. A big play looming on 3rd down.
Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Will Riker it on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And now the attention, it turns to the Browns. Trailing by a point after the made field goal. A little under 50 seconds to go. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on 1st down.
They set up the screen for Henderson.
They show up a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Flacco. And it is caught. And they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor.
And there's the spike. It stops the clock at 22 seconds remaining.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Flacco.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's what it's been like all game long. Everything just a fraction off. Remember, all they're doing here is looking to get into field goal range. But right now, that's a tall task with the way this defense is playing. And with time, a huge factor as well.
Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
4th down now defensively. Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year.
It was a pretty entertaining ball game, Charles. Had the lead changes going on in the 2nd half, but I think for the losing side, not able to put any points on the board in the 4th quarter, that ultimately was what really stung them.
And you know what puzzled them during the game? It's going to puzzle them even more when they go back, watch tape, and try and figure it all out. Did they not make the proper adjustments, or were they just outplayed? They'll have to figure that out and get ready for their next one.
So for the Vikings, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss.
And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.